Sorry, I didn't see you there. So in this class, we deal with a lot of medical English, right? But you may have noticed we have not been talking a whole lot about the coronavirus. And there's a good reason for that. Right now, you're dealing with the coronavirus at work, and you're probably thinking about it every day. And so I want this class to feel like a little bit of a break from coronavirus talk. I want you to feel like this class is a distraction from that. But it is a very important topic, and we do talk about it sometimes, and today is going to be one of those lessons. Today we're going to talk a little bit about the search for a coronavirus vaccine. Man, I really need a shave. Anyway, here's a little bit about the history of coronavirus. So, our best guess is that coronavirus started up in November of 2019 in the Wuhan province in China. Then on December 1st in Wuhan, they had the index patient or patient 0. So the first patient they could find who had the coronavirus. The coronavirus came to Japan on January the 16th in a Chinese man. And then on February the 1st, was the landing of the Diamond Princess in Yokohama Harbor. Going into February, there were very few cases outside of China, but as you can see, they start to grow quickly in English-speaking countries, England, America, Australia, Canada, and then things really start to pick up in Europe. In Italy and Spain, things are getting much worse very quickly. And then Russia and South America and finally Africa are seeing an increase of cases. Now, Japan has been really successful at containing coronavirus outbreaks. We don't know why, but it's probably something to do with wearing masks. But that's not enough. People are asking, when are we going to have a vaccine for the coronavirus? Polio, the measles, the mumps, rubella, those are all diseases that have been more or less eradicated by vaccines. But it's wrong to assume that we're automatically going to have a vaccine for the coronavirus. So think of something like HIV/AIDS. So that was first diagnosed in 1981, and we still don't have a vaccine for it. People are working on it every day, but vaccines are really difficult. That being said, let's have a look at people's efforts to find a vaccine for the coronavirus. This is the New York Times Corona Vaccine Tracker, and I have found this to be really helpful. As some of you probably already know, there are 4 stages to having a vaccine approved. The first is the preclinical stage, and then you have 3 stages of clinical tests. So there are lots and lots of groups who are starting to work on a coronavirus vaccine. Here it says more than 125. But down here it says more than 135. And those are just preclinical, so they are not doing human trials yet. There are 17 groups that have moved beyond the preclinical testing and have already begun testing on humans. There are 8 groups right now in phase 1, and phase 1 is mainly concerned with the safety and less so with the efficacy of the vaccine. There are another 8 groups in phase 2, and phase 2 is often experimenting with different dosages and trying the vaccine on different people. And there are 2 groups already in phase 3. Phase 3 is large-scale clinical trials, so thousands of people, really big tests. Then, finally, if it passes the preclinical testing as well as 3 phases of clinical testing, if it is deemed safe and effective, the vaccine can be used by the public. Scrolling down from there is a lot of really useful information. First, it gives some more details about the 4 phases of testing that a vaccine must go through before it can be approved. Then it looks at the different kind of vaccines, explaining how they work, as well as looking at some of the companies that are trying to develop that kind of vaccine. First, we look at genetic vaccines, and this company, Moderna. Now, Moderna was the first company to enter the 3rd phase of testing, and they are seen as perhaps the most likely company to create the first coronavirus vaccine. Then, as we scroll down, we see viral vector-based vaccines and protein-based vaccines, as well as some of the companies that are working on developing those kinds of vaccines. After that, we have whole virus vaccines, and those are kind of the original vaccines where you are injecting a weakened or an inactive version of the original sickness. Lastly is repurposed vaccines, and that is just the idea that maybe we already have a vaccine that will be successful in treating COVID-19.
Now, let's have a look at your worksheet. Now, this one, it's not super easy. There's some difficult words in it, but you have lots of time, so get out your dictionary and just work through it. It'll take a little bit of time, but it's only 8 questions, and you're going to learn some really, really good English words.
This is your worksheet. It has 8 questions that are designed to test and improve your medical vocabulary. And then there are 2 what do you think questions that are asking your opinion. Let's have a look at that first question. R&D is short for research and blank. R&D is short for research and blank. And you have 3 options: research and developing, research and developers, or research and development. So what you may need to do is look up each of these words. Number 1, developing. Developing. Next one, development. Development. Yeah, that might be the answer. And then the last one, developers. Developers. No, that's definitely not the answer. Yeah, I think it's research and development. So, what I'm going to do is write development in the space provided.
Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I know that I did. Everyone, have a really good week. Stay safe. I miss you all. Bye-bye.